Hey Dirt Fam, and welcome back to another episode of Drama in the Dirt. We did miss last week's episode because there was an ice storm. Our power was out for what felt like forever. We were running a generator, but it was running like the bare minimum. And it really sucked. It really did. But we made it, and we are getting back on schedule this week and going to stay consistent. Okay. I have had a hell of a lot going on, okay? I spent most of my day yesterday at the hospital in Emerge waiting to get seen because my family doctor doesn't really doctor, I guess I should say. I've went to him about this issue already, and he told me to take Stye eye drops even though there is no Stye. So I go to the hospital, explain my issue, and the doctor goes, "Why would your doctor tell you to use Stye eye drops when you don't even have a Stye?" I'm like, I don't know. That's what he told me. That's what I did, and it's not working. So I came here for help. So that doctor was actually really helpful. He directed me to something I could use or prescribed me something I can use to get rid of my issue. My eye is super sore and behind and everything. It turns out I have a really bad infection. I am not allowed to wear any makeup, nothing. I'm not allowed to put an absolute fucking thing in my eye. And if anybody knows me, okay, recently I really don't wear that much makeup because my eye's so irritated, but I love my makeup. I really do. Do I know how to do it worth shit? Not fucking really, but I still put it on. I still love to wear it. And yeah, that just makes me super sad. But I would rather get it taken care of and listen to what the doctor tells me. And then that way, when it's all cleared up, I can just be good. I'm sitting here in skinny jeans that I've wore 2 days in a row now. Sweater I've wore 2 days in a row now, and my hair is up in the biggest, messiest bun I could probably do. Okay. I am so tired. I have felt like ever since the power outage, I work at a Subway, and we were so freaking packed. There were so many people coming in, and if you work at a fast food place, or I guess a food place in general, you were probably just as busy as we were. It felt like repetitive. And yes, the warmer weather's coming, so it's going to get a little bit busier anyways. But that was just intense and insane. And I'm so used to it being just chill, laid back till dinner time or lunchtime. Like it's whatever. No, this shit is packed. Anyways, back to the podcast episode this week. I am your host with the most, Michelle. We are diving into something near and dear to all of us. Adulting. That confusing, big, fucked up thing that no one ever properly prepares you for. You know, like when you finally realize you have to pay for your own Netflix subscription and it's choosing between that or eating for the week. Like, are we supposed to do both? I'm just kidding. Well, like not really, but I am. I'm just kidding. Anyways, buckle up because in this episode, we are talking adulting 101. The things everybody regretted to teach you about adulting. Well, let's get into it. All right, let's talk about something all of us struggle with. Money. They honestly never tell you or explain to you how much adulting is basically just surrounded by making sure you never go broke. Like they make it sound so easy. You grow up, you get a job, you pay a bill and save the rest of your money and you'll be okay. No, you fucking will not be okay. It will feel like a struggle every day of every month because something will come up and something you're unexpecting. And there goes your $500 you just managed to save in your savings account towards your dog Penny because she broke her fucking leg. Like there is so many things that can come up in a month and the money is just gone. It just disappears. Like they don't tell you about the part where you get to sit and stare at your bank account literally drop and then wonder if you can afford to keep eating or if you should just eat ramen noodles like last week. Like seriously, come on now. Like after you pay rent on your utilities and, you know, that gym membership that you haven't used in fucking months, but you've failed to cancel it because you keep telling yourself this month is going to be my month. I'm going to do it. But then it's just another payment coming out every month that you're not even using. And then suddenly your bank account balance literally goes in the negatives. Literally, it's like, what the fuck? I thought I was doing this adulting thing all right. And don't even get me started about paying taxes. You literally get a job, okay? You get your first paycheck and you're like, wow, this is awesome. This is great. I have money to spend. I can pay this and this. And look, I still have money to put away. And then tax season comes around. And the more money you make, the more money they're going to take. And you're probably going to be sitting there feeling like, what the fuck? Did I just get robbed? Well, yeah, you basically fucking did. I get the whole paying taxes and stuff in Canada. I totally get it. But it just feels so defeating. It feels like you can never get ahead. You can't win. And it don't make sense to me, okay? I really don't. Why bank accounts have to drop so much around tax season. Yeah, if you have a really good job or you worked a lot, you're going to be getting a decent amount back. But that's not the point. It's the point of getting up to that part where you get that decent amount back, where a lot of people sit and think, wow, free money. No, that's not free money. That's just a fraction of what they took from you from the whole year. But that's fine. Like, you can just call it free money, play money, whatever. Okay, let's talk about trying to keep your house clean. House, apartment, bachelor, trailer, I don't care what you live in. When you're a kid, you sit and think like, I can't wait to have my own place and decorate and blah, blah, blah. But then you get to be an adult and you realize how much work it takes to make that place livable, okay? And keep it maintained. Who taught you about mopping, okay? Like, who taught you the proper mixtures to make your nice wooden floors actually look clean and shiny instead of mopping them and 5 minutes later, they look like disgusting again? Or the fact that your toilet does need cleaned, but nobody's going to want to do it. Or if you don't do it, it's going to literally be like you're living in a biohazard. Or laundry. Laundry is a never-ending game, especially when you have kids. Like, I have kids, and I will do a load of laundry. I will be like, yes, I'm caught up. Everything's picked up. There's no laundry on the floor. And then all of a sudden, I go to turn around, and the laundry basket that is literally almost the height of me is full again. And I'm like, who the fuck wore all this? Like, where the fuck did all this come from? It's like they say laundry should be your middle name. No. Laundry's a fucking scam and it never ends, to be honest. Or those damn adulting chores. Like, you go to take a shower and you look over at your shower curtain and you're like, oh my God, when did that get tore up? Nobody ever told me I should, replace my shower curtain every so often. Or, wow, look at this mold building up at the bottom of my shower curtain. Nobody told me that I should probably clean it. There's so much to being an adult. And honestly, I don't care if you're 50, you're still probably learning day by day. And then there's fucking dishes that multiply like fucking gremlins in the sink, okay? They touch the water and they're like, bam. Or there's like 2 plates and a couple forks or utensils, whatever, in the sink. You wash them up. You're like, yes, I'm caught up. I did it. And then you turn around and on your kid's table, okay, there's like 3 plates, a bowl, and milk spill all over the fucking table because your daughter doesn't know how to dump her own cereal in yet. And she likes to try because she is a big girl now. So that's fantastic. All right, time to address the most tragic part of being an adult: cooking. Nobody honestly prepared you for the moment you realize that not every meal you eat is going to be delivered to you in a bag with a cute little receipt. And nobody also tells you that you're going to have to cook every night, and sometimes you're going to throw random shit in a pan and hope it doesn't taste like ass because that's just what you have to eat that night. Like, okay, I have some beans, rice, and chicken in my fridge that's a little bit questionable, but let's throw it all in a pan and hope to God this turns out great and not into a horror show. And then there's the grocery store, okay? You walk into the grocery store, you're like, yes, I got this. I'm conquering these aisles today. Like, I got money to spend. It's my grocery shopping day. I'm so excited. And then you start looking at the prices. And you're left sitting trying to calculate if you should just eat cereal for dinner for every night until you get paid again, or if you should actually try to be an adult and eat something healthy. Spoiler alert, you're going home with some frozen fucking pizzas and Pop-Tarts because, like, seriously, who has time for that? All right, and let's talk about the relationships once you're an adult. No, I'm not referring to your boyfriend or spouse or whatever. I am referring to the friendship relationships, because adulting totally ruins those too. You call up Becky and say, Becky, let's get together. We haven't been together in forever. Like, I want to know what you're up to, how you're doing. And then she goes, oh, sorry, I can't. I'm at work. Adulting fucking sucks. You literally turn into an adult and feel like you have no fucking life. And Becky's all, well, let's try next month. And it's like, next month? Bitch, we haven't been together in 5 years, okay? I'm still trying to catch up with you. Like, that's a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, I get it. I'm trying to be an adult too, but can't we just grab some tequila and crackers and sit down and catch up a little bit? Like, let's slam it all into one night. And finally, the emotioning toll that adulting takes. This is the part that nobody talks about. You're supposed to have your life together, but you're honestly just faking it till you make it, like the rest of us. Like, honestly, sometimes you'll sit there and look at your life where it is at that moment and you'll say, where the fuck did I go so wrong? Like, how did I get here? But in all honesty, you are trying your best, just like the rest of us, to survive. And you know what? You're doing a fan-fucking-tastic job. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I am 26, okay? I have a husband who is 3 years older than me. I have two young kids that are 7 and going to soon be 9. And that's a struggle on its own, okay? We make sure, yes, we have food, we have our bills paid, but nobody also talks about yeah, okay, like my life is together. I have groceries and I do have my bills paid. I'm not behind. But what kind of life do I have where I literally have just enough money left over to get from home to work for the rest of the next 2 weeks, and then when that paycheck comes in, is basically doing the same thing over and over again? I literally don't have money to go, hang out with friends or go out for the night or anything just to keep that little bit of sanity where you don't feel like you're literally locked in a prison. Like, nobody likes to feel that way. Everybody has to have some kind of social life. And I'm not saying you can't have a social life with your family and friends. I'm saying, like, take your kids out and go meet a friend, okay? And meet at the park. Just get outside of your home and where all the insanity is and, get out of your comfort zone a little bit. It could make you feel 10 times better. Well, there you have it. The adulting game is not for the weak, and it's barely for the strong either. Let's just be real, okay? It's fucking hard. We've been bamboozled, we've been lied to, we have been ignored, and honestly, we're out here just trying to make everything work. But hey, we'll get through it. Even if it is one pizza and another late utility bill at a time, okay? We will get there. But thanks for tuning in to another episode of Drama in the Dirt. Again, sorry we missed last week. I am posting this one a day early, I'm hoping, if I have time. And we will be back on schedule. So every Wednesday there will be a new episode of Drama in the Dirt with, of course, yours truly, me. Until then, just remember, life is a bitch, but hey, it's entertaining, so let's just fake it till we make it. See you next time, Dirt Fam.